ThermoMate sent this 30-inch electric reduction cooktop out to me for you guys to check out. And it is really boxed nice. I mean, this was inside another box. And then we have this box. And then we have styrofoam inside. This is definitely going to reach you without getting broke. It is really packed well. There's a lot of things about this. I mean, it's just unbelievable how many options there are. It has 7,200 watt built-in induction stovetop, 4 boost burners, 9 heating levels, timer, child safety lock, sensor touch, 240 volts it runs on. Special features it talks about is a boost function, child safety lock, overheat protection, pause function, warm setting, heater surface. I mean, it's pretty amazing from everything I've seen that this does. It says it's 20.5 inches in diameter, 30.3 in width, 2.3 in height, and it's obviously induction. It's 4 boost burners at 7,200 watts, high power, including 2,000, 2,400 plus a 1,600 plus a 2,000 watt. I mean, it pretty much does it all. And that's the nice thing. Basically, it's set where you can boost it and you don't have to wait forever to boil water. It actually does it fairly quickly is what it does. So that is a really nice option. Safety ensured for cooking. A 30-inch induction cooktop 4-burner can be timed independently from 1 to 99 minutes. You can let the stove rest, enjoy the rare leisure time. The induction stovetop also has multiple safety protections, including child safety lock, auto shutdown, and high temperature warnings. So this is great if you got little kids, right? Really great. 9 different power levels, so we can get precise heating on braising, frying, deep frying, stir frying, roasting, and even boiling water to ensure precise control cooking. I guess all the different temperatures, right? It has a slim black ceramic glass modern design. Takes up minimal space. And it says here, induction cooktop is compatible with magnet cooking magnets. So, other than that stuff, let's take a look at this to see what you're going to be dealing with, okay? So, right off, you're going to notice this comes with, okay, if you check this out, a cutout size board. So this cardboard is what you're going to lay on your countertop. You're going to draw a line around it. You're going to drill a hole in the corner and take your jigsaw and just cut the square, well, the rectangle. And now it's going to be cut perfectly for your burners to go in. So that is really nice. Now inside, I've got these protective things on the corner to prevent the box from crushing in. So that's really nice. It's got a top of styrofoam to go on top of it. Looks like that's a 1/4-inch thick to protect it. So that's also really nice. Now, with induction cooking, you have rules you have to follow. You can't just throw whatever you want on here and expect it to go. You're not going to throw a wok on here. You're not going to throw a copper pot on here. You're going to have to follow the rules. Stainless steel spine, I believe glasses. They have a bunch of information listed on the website that tells you this. Now, this is all touch control, and you don't use the tip of your finger. Okay, you have to use the flat of your finger. So if I was to turn this up or down, the flat of the finger is what's going to go on here. When I want to turn it off, there are 4 squares with a dot in each corner telling me which burner is currently on. All I do is press that and then it shuts off. Is what it does. It has a lock there. I can push the lock. It's locked up. Read the instructions on that. And then if your kid comes over here and starts touching it, nothing's going to happen where they accidentally turn it on is what there is. There's timers. Everything is controlled right here out in front of you. The wires is a very thick wire, and it's very laid out. I mean, we got red, black, and green. So when you call your electrician in to run a cable to your fuse box, it is all labeled very nicely. Your electrician is going to thank you for that. So it is a very, very pretty cooktop is what it is. And like I said in the beginning, use the cardboard stencil to cut your hole. And this is going to drop right in really nice is what it is. It's not that deep. It's not... it's got a little weight to it. It's not too bad, though. They even give you instructions on how to cook steak, stir fry, which I thought was quite interesting. Years ago when I was younger, I used to be a chef. And back in my days when I was 20 years old. And we knew all this stuff, but I guess they're printing it now and people are making YouTube videos on it. But for example, when you make a steak, you're supposed to cook it on one side, and then when you see it halfway cooked or whatever you want, then flip it over and finish cooking it. Don't continuously flip steak. You'll make it extremely tough, is what you'll do. And then when it's done cooking, take it off for a minute or so and let it sit on the plate, and it will actually make it more tender. But these simple, and I even got one for stir frying there, which I found interesting. Read the instruction manual. Actually, give it a 5-minute read. It's not very thick. You know, it talks about different pots you can use, different pots you can't use. That is very, very important on how you use these, is what they are. Now, most people already have a stove with an oven. I mean, if they have an island, they probably want to put this in. It has a lot of options where you can put this ThermoMate and have it sitting there for yourself. This is modern day kitchen equipment, is what this is. Price is affordable. It's not very expensive. So if you're looking at trying to get into this type of cooking, you may want to check out ThermoMate. They make quite a bit of different options for these things and all kinds of different, options that you may want on your stovetop. So if you're thinking about picking up with one of these, consider ThermoMate because they are a leading brand in cooktop induction cooking. One of the biggest downfalls with this, I would say, that you have to be aware of is what type of pot you can use on this. Okay? And that is very important. The other thing about cooking on induction cooking is to use the proper size pot on the area you're cooking in. So you don't want to have a little circle, that turns red and use a humongous pot. You want to make sure that the size of the pot is matching what you're cooking here. And that's very, very important, is what that is. Like, for example, like I said, you can't use a copper pot. If you use a copper pot, you'll wreck it. Okay, the other thing you don't want to do, it's very important, this is a glass top. Okay, glass is delicate. You don't want to take a pot that's filled with a whole bunch of spaghetti sauce and then grab it and drag it across. You don't know what's under that pot, okay? You're going to scratch the heck out of this thing. You want to pick your pot up, then take it off. Do not slide things around here. This ain't like making popcorn and you're sitting there shaking your popcorn like crazy. You're going to scratch everything on here. So be very careful which pots or pans you use, and don't be sliding stuff all over the place on these. Really, really take care of your induction cooking area. And you'll find it really nice. You'll notice I have no knobs sticking up whatsoever. I have some etched in, I don't know if you can see them, but they're etched in where they are and what I'm using. Clock, timer, and everything else. that's going to light up digitally. A lot of digital in this is what there is. So here's a quick unboxing of the ThermoMate. It's awesome. If you're into this, go pick yourself up one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.